So it used to be that Rails would store any sort of assets in the public directory, which still exists for some purposes. You can see it's here. But as of Rails 3.1 and later, there are 3 directories for assets like images, JavaScripts, and style sheets. So the main one we'll be dealing with is an app assets, but there's also lib assets. This is for libraries that you write or your development team writes. And then there's vendor assets for third-party libraries. In this tutorial, though, we'll be focusing on by far the most important of the 3, which is the app assets directory. One of the things that the asset pipeline does for you is combines all of these different assets into single files. So for example, if we look at the application style sheet, you can see this line here, require tree dot. So this notation here, all of this here is just a CSS comment. But Rails is actually interpreting this part here as code. What it's doing is it's requiring the tree, which is to say it's requiring everything in this part of the file tree. And then it's requiring itself, which means basically anything in this file. So one of the cool things about the asset pipeline is that it automatically packages everything up for efficiency in production, while also running any of the files through necessary preprocessors. So for example, we're going to be talking about Sass in a moment. This custom.css.scss file right now includes just plain CSS, but we're about to add some Sass. And so it's important in that context to run the Sass preprocessor. And the way that Rails knows to do that is because of this file name extension. And so what the asset pipeline does is it takes all of the things in the style sheets directory, for example, and combines them into a single file in production, which is really good for efficiency, because when you want to deliver these files over the internet, it's important that they be as compact as possible and all in one file. It's a lot faster if everything's combined together. The same thing goes for JavaScripts. So the asset pipeline is smart and puts everything in one application.js file when you're running in a production environment.